Hello, hello, hello. Alright, welcome to the 1-4 video. This might be your first video done by me, Mr. B. What's up? This is about rounding whole numbers. So today you're going to learn how to round whole numbers all the way up into the millions place. And we will do a couple practice problems, and you should be fine with rounding really to any place value once you're done with this video. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about our cheerleaders for this video. What? You can round? Okay, let's start. Alright, we're going to round this number to the nearest 10,000s place. So this number, if you can read it to yourself inside your head, it is 48,687. We're going to round to that 10,000s place. And now, whenever you round, the very first thing you should do is underline the place that you are rounding to. Okay, for the rules for rounding, you'll underline the place that you're rounding to. So in this number, that's not the number. In this number, what you're going to do is, you will round to the 10,000s place. Which number is in the 10,000s place? It is the 4. So underline that 4. Now we know that that 4 has a value of 40,000. Your next step is going to think, what is the next highest value in that place? So what is the next highest value in 48,687? So what is the next one if we went higher? If we were thinking about a number line, think about it that way. You're thinking about a number line and we're counting by 10,000s. I'll put my nice little number line down here. Let's actually move this number a little higher. Whoop. So if you have a number line and you were counting by 10,000s, you could start, well, you would start at 0, then 10,000, then 20,000, then 30,000. After that is 40,000. And then after that, the next highest, 10,000, would be 50,000, right? So this number is going to fall on this line somewhere around here. All right, somewhere around there. So what you can do is you can look. You counted by 10,000s. We look to the number to the right. We see that as an 8. So the 8 tells us that we're going to the next higher 10,000. It's going to be this one. The 8 tells us to go to the higher 10,000. If it was lower than an 8, if it was lower than a 5, we would be going down to the lower 10,000. But we're going to follow our rules. You're going to look at the number one place value to the right. So look at here, just like we drew this arrow, right? We'll look at this 8. It is one place value to the right of the 10,000s. It tells us to go higher. Okay, so I wrote the rest of the rules right here, and I made it a little smaller to fit on the screen for you. So you'll see if the number to the right is a 5 or higher, you round up, and if it's lower than a 5, then the underlying number stays the same. We'll go over that together. All right, it stays the same, and you round down. So in this case, the number to the right of the underlying number is the 8. That means we have to round up to the next highest 10,000. Let's follow the rules by doing another one together. All right, so this question says round to the nearest 1,000. And if we're looking at our rules, we know you have to underline the place that we're rounding to. So we have to round this number to the nearest 1,000. Let's delete this. To the nearest 1,000. Well, what digit is in the thousands place? It is a 3. Good job. All right. Then, next step, think, what is the next highest value in that place? And we could use the number line to help you, okay? What is the next highest value in that place? Well, this is 23,000. So if we were counting from here, we can count 23,000. What's the next highest thing? Well, it would be 24,000. You could also put 25,000. So step 1 and 2 are done. The next highest value of 23,489 is 24,000, right? And we know that this is going to go somewhere, 23,489 is going to go somewhere right over here, all right? Somewhere right around there. Next step, look at the number one place value to the right. Well, get my arrow over here. Let's look at that. It is a 4, as in 400. We're looking at that 4 right now. And what does that 4 tell us to do? Let's look back at here. If the number is 5 or higher, you must round up. It is not 5 or higher. So if it's lower than a 5, then the underlined number stays the same and you round down. So it is lower than a 5. Therefore, our underlined number stays the same, and everything to the left of it actually stays the same too. We're going to round down. When we say round down, we're rounding down to this one over here. If we round it up, it would be here. We're not doing that. We're rounding down to 23,000. So it is closer to 23,000. The answer to this is, this rounds to 23,000 when we're rounding to the nearest thousand place. All right? Let's try another one. All right, this problem I want you to try on your own, and I will go through how I solve it. So round this number to the nearest 10,000. You'll see I put the rules for rounding right up here, so you could read that. So go through all of those steps and round this number to the nearest 10,000. You can pause the video and then resume it after you've solved it to see if you're right. Alright, so what I would do here, I'm going to follow the steps exactly the way they are. I'm going to underline the place that I am rounding to. So where am I rounding to? I am rounding to the nearest 10,000, so therefore I'm going to underline my 2. Next step. Think, what is the next highest value in that place? Well, this is 320,000. So if I'm thinking what's the next highest value, this is 320,000, right? Then the next highest value would be 330,000. I'm counting by 10,000s here, and then the one after that would be 340,000. Now you see I don't need all three of those, but I like to show that I understand how to count by 10,000s. So far so good. Where would this go on the number line? 320,427. Well, that's going to go somewhere around here. So, alright? So, next step. Look at the number one place value to the right. Look at that right there. That number is a 0. And what does that 0 tell us? Well, if it's a number 5 or higher, you must round up. If it's lower than a 5, then the underlying number stays the same and you round down. So, we have to round down. So we can either go up to this number or we can either go down to this number, and we are going to round down because this is a 0. So this number, it's already written for us right there. This is going to be our answer. Our answer is, let's see, I'll draw a little arrow right here. Our answer is going to be 300, ooh, it's big, 20,000. Cool. Okay, solve these 3 problems on your own. You're going to pause the video and then you can check your work. Okay, I hope you followed the rules for rounding. So the number 352,786 rounded to the nearest thousand will be 353,000. The 7 in this number tells us we have to go a little higher. Next, the number 4,138 rounded to the nearest hundred is 4,100. Alright, just like that. The 3 in this number tells us we have to round back down to 4,100. And finally, the number 9,687,198 rounds to 9,700,000, and the 8 tells us we have to go 1 higher. If you're still confused, you can definitely watch the video again, especially this part where I solved this problem. I think that explains it pretty well, how to solve these. If you feel good and you feel confident, you now know how to round, and the Teen Titans say, "What's up?" Stretch them out. All right, good luck. Have fun rounding.